music history has been created in these studios.
This is where most people in music want to record music.
Everyone has heard about Abbey Road Studios.
It's Abbey Road.
Muse, the Beatles, Brockhampton, Frank Ocean, Little Sims.
Things like Raiders of the Lost Ark. The fact that that was recorded here, that's incredible.
Lord of the Rings, the whole trilogy.
Florence and the Machine.
Jacob Collier, James Blake, English teacher. When artists come to Abbey Road Studios,
they expect the sonic DNA that this place has, the best mixing consoles, custom audio equipment that is only found in this building.
And it's also got these spaces, and these spaces have such character.
And of course, the speakers.
Bowers and Wilkins have been in Abbey Road since the early 80s.
Music that changed the world was often heard through Bowers and Wilkins speakers first.
You want to check your music in a real-world environment.
A car is a great place to listen, and historically, it's where everyone's checked their mixes.
We were approached by the Bowers and Wilkins team. The question was, how do we get Abbey Road DNA into a car?
If you were to look at the Abbey Road DNA and try and define it, I think it would broadly break down into the iconic spaces, the unique equipment, and the highly skilled engineering team.
The things that we wanted to incorporate into the Abbey Road Studios mode were the vintage gear.
Like the old EMI spreader and the Panda. We were able to draw influence and go back to the original schematics and blueprints and employ that into the car mode.
They've got their own kind of tone and sonic control and intensity to the sound when you incorporate that with the scale of the rooms, and then as you move through different size studio spaces, your acoustic changes completely.
We captured the spaces here at Abbey Road by using a technique they call convolution. Essentially what that means is you have a speaker and some microphones in the room you want to capture, and you play like a sweeping tone through that speaker. It's like ooh. That energizes the room. You pick that up with the microphones, and then you remove the sweep from the recording, and you're just left with the sonic fingerprint of the room. So in a piece of software, you can play other sound sources through that room as if you were really there.
Being in this building is special.
It's an incredible experience to sit in an Abbey Road and just listen. To many people, that's as good as it gets.
That's what we wanted to capture, and that's what's going to make this a driving experience like no other.
So the four modes that we have in the Abbey Road Studios mode are open, expansive, energized, and intimate.
All of this functionality is underpinned by Abbey Road sonic DNA.
Feeling very much like you're having a personal Abbey Road Studios concert for one.
But is it actually possible to take Abbey Road Studios, that special energy in the air, and transpose it into a moving car? Intimate is based on the sonic characteristics you would find with the control room.
Open mode, it feels like the soundstage is broad and wide, like a vista in front of you. When you choose energized mode, it feels very much like the music's being thrust along to give you that excitement and that dynamic experience of being in the room. Expansive mode, it creates the kind of 360 immersion kind of experience.
It's putting you in a larger acoustic environment, taking you beyond the confinement of the car cabin.
We also created the producer mode. The producer mode allows you to tweak the tonality and the spatial treatment of the sound you're listening to. Change the sound from a small, intimate space like a control room all the way into the larger ambience of a live room. And then the tonal treatment broadly allows you to run across the spectrum of vintage to modern sounds.
Abbey Road Studio mode is about the combination of iconic spaces, unique equipment, and highly skilled engineers.
And it's really exciting for us, for the first time, to allow people outside of the building to really experience that sonic DNA.
And I think this is the watermark in the history of recorded sound being played back in cars. Because from now on, nothing's going to be the same.